What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Nerd Media. And 2025, believe it or not, is a very important year for DC and Marvel Studios. They have a lot resting on their shoulders, with possibly the fate of both of their universes at stake here. And there's a lot to look forward to as superhero fans, but there's also a lot that we should discuss. So in this video, we'll be discussing all of it. Before we get into it, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like this video, and comment down below which superhero projects you're looking forward to this year from DC and Marvel, because there's a lot from Marvel and DC this year that we can look forward to, but there's definitely a lot that I am concerned about and that some other people are concerned about as well. So let's dive into it. So DC doesn't have nearly as many projects releasing as Marvel does this year, with only two projects releasing this year, Peacemaker Season 2 and Superman. They have a lot resting on their shoulders with just those two projects alone, because as a lot of you guys know, DC has not had the best track record of quality in terms of their movies and TV shows. I mean, I think it's been more positive on the TV show side, but in terms of movies, it just hasn't been consistent with their quality. So if Superman fails, it's probably going to be the end of the DCU, which is insane because by that point the DCU will have only just started, and I mean, a lot of people are definitely very iffy about going into another DC movie. The general audience definitely is, and if that good word of mouth doesn't get out there that this movie is good, then nobody goes to see it, nobody forms their own opinions on it and shares it online. James Gunn is going to know how people feel about this film, and that could lead to the end of the DCU. James Gunn is probably going to be done with his DCU, and we're going to be in a very bad state as DC fans. So it's insane to me that Superman is probably one of the most important comic book projects that we've gotten in years, because this is a very impactful movie, not only for the DCU, but it's also so impactful for comic book products in general, because if a Superman movie fails and we just see the elimination of a whole universe before it even fully gets started, then that's going to cause DC and Warner Brothers to go into a little bit of a crisis, and it's going to make a lot of us question so many things about DC's future, and it's definitely not going to be a good time if that happens. Do I think it will happen? Absolutely not. Superman looks phenomenal from what we've seen from that first teaser, and it looks like a perfect embodiment of what Superman is. But again, I think it all comes down to the word of mouth. If good word of mouth is shared on TikTok or on any other platform, and people see it, they're going to go see it and want to check it out. And I feel like people are just going to be interested to see it regardless. But, you know, there's a lot of pressure on this film, and it's honestly just baffling to me how impactful this one movie is going to be for superhero movies in general. But now you guys might be saying, why is Marvel at risk? Well, I think that Marvel has kind of started to fall into the trap that the DCEU originally fell into, of not having very consistent projects coming out in recent years, and it just seems like they're kind of diving more and more into that. I know we've had great projects like Deadpool and Wolverine, Guardians 3, Spider-Man No Way Home. We've had some really, really great movies to come out, but there have also been some very bad ones like Thor Love and Thunder, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. There have been a lot of not great ones, and Marvel has just been kind of all over the place in terms of where they're going with the MCU. We now know we're going to Secret Wars with Doctor Doom, but it's been very messy, and if they don't have at least one success this year, I think it's definitely a big concern. But I think they're going to have at least a few. Like, they're probably going to have Daredevil Born Again be a success. I'm hoping Thunderbolts and Captain America is a success, and I can guarantee you Fantastic Four will probably be a success as well. But I think that the most important one that they need to succeed is going to be Fantastic Four, because that's our last connecting piece of the movies until we get to Doomsday. And Doctor Doom also kind of has to appear in this film because it's Fantastic Four, and because we haven't seen Doom on screen yet, and the first time we're going to see him is going to be in Doomsday, which I guess is fine. But if you remember with Thanos, he appeared in some Marvel projects and post-credit scenes and for small scenes throughout the whole entire MCU leading up to Infinity War. And we haven't seen Doom at all. But Marvel needs one win, and that win needs to be Fantastic Four. Now, Marvel Disney Plus is something I'm not really looking forward to as much this year. I'm so excited for Daredevil Born Again, but outside of that, nothing else is really that exciting. I think that Marvel needs at least Fantastic Four to win, and I hope that they have Thunderbolts as well, because if they can get at least 2 wins, they can get people back on track to go see Doomsday and be more open to seeing Doomsday next year. Because if everything fails for Marvel, I don't think Doomsday could possibly even match up to the hype and the excitement that Infinity War and Endgame had. Now, obviously, DC has a lot more at stake because Marvel is still going to continue to make movies even if they don't succeed this year. DC is going to be done if Superman doesn't succeed. But a thing that gets me really excited, just get into the mindset for a second that both studios do great and Fantastic Four is phenomenal and so is Superman. Then we have San Diego Comic-Con the weekend of Fantastic Four. What if DC, assuming that they're both going to be there, DC and Marvel Studios go there and they just blow everybody away with both of their panels? We get a Batman announcement from James Gunn. We get a Doomsday trailer from Kevin Feige. Just think about how amazing that would be if everything is going great for both studios and then we just get some bombshell announcements from both studios within the same day. That would just be insane, and that would really put the competition of Marvel and DC back at its peak. That would just be awesome. And I love seeing their little like rivalry together. I think that is just it's business. It's how that goes. But in a perfect world, Superman and Fantastic Four is phenomenal. And we get announcements like that at San Diego Comic-Con. And who knows? Maybe that's what's going to happen. There's definitely a lot at stake, but I think that both studios definitely have that potential to cross that line and just blow everybody away. And I think that they will. But there is always that still a little bit of concern for both studios right now. I have to do it for the video today, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this video and what you're looking forward to most from both of these studios this year. Let me know in the comments below, and make sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell to get notified when I post videos like this, because I'm doing more long form videos now and I enjoy them more, and I just think that it's more beneficial, more informative if I do them. So stay tuned. If you like videos like this, there's going to be a lot more. So make sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.